system. My parents are always talking about the system. And the 60s and how cool it was. Well, look at where the 60s got them, huh? Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another right now.
Now, that was the 60s.
This is a song for the 90s from my buddies, the Descendants.
Welcome to the Arena Central. May I take your order, please?
Yeah, I want...
Where's fun with that?
Pump Up the Volume. Christian Slater. It's probably one of my favorite movies growing up. Probably shouldn't have been watching it at the age I did. In the 90s, I was not a teenager yet. Not until the turn of the century did I become a teenager. But one thing Pump Up the Volume always did is inspire and motivate me. Every time I did video blogs, live shows, podcasts like now, I picture myself as Christian Slater in Pump Up the Volume. I probably said that all wrong. Pump Up the Volume. The movie's so good, and it's still what's the phrase? It still stands the what's the term? The stands the times, whatever. It's great. Okay, and it surely signifies something that is still relevant this day and age. Then it was radio play, taking on the airwaves, having people listen in, and we've upgraded, we've evolved, and now it's online. And it was video blogs, and then it became podcasts, and you just gotta go with the times. I miss my video blogs. I do. I really do. The best ones were with me and the guys, just hanging out. But I hardly get to hang with the guys. And when I do, I don't feel like being locked in my room with a camera. I don't feel like having the camera on us. Our lives is our lives, understand? We just like to live it. Do what we want to do. Not be in front of the camera 24/7. If I wanted to be in front of the camera 24/7, I best get paid to be in front of the camera 24/7. And then I did my NASA Stampede shows, and those were going good, and they had a good little viewership, but I felt like no one was watching. And then when no one watches, it makes me feel, I guess not why bother, but it doesn't motivate. And I still do it from time to time, but also the case of you gotta be at the right setup, the right mindset. Let's face it, I try to find the time, but most of my time I want to do something else. Or I don't want to deal with being in front of the camera and dealing with editing and rendering and uploading and blah blah blah. It's so much work. Why even bother, people? Why even bother? And this way, it's so much simpler, so easy. Oh wait, Christian Slater's still talking about something.
He rubs his thing and makes me watch. Find yourself screwed up.
Well, first of all, you're not screwed up.
You're an unscrewed up reaction to a screwed up situation. You see, feeling screwed up in a screwed up place in a screwed up time does not mean that you're screwed up. If you catch my drift. Now, as you know, dear listeners, if you enclose your number, the reply
Is guaranteed.
Hello?
This is Happy Harry Hart on your live. Is this Miss Screwed Up?
Yes?
Well, I have a couple of questions. How big is it, this thing you described? Is it bigger than a baby's arm?
what you don't remember or you don't want to tell me.
Maybe
Remember, my dear, I can smell a lie like a fart in a car. Well, it's too bad about that one, actually.
I'm telling you, Christian Slater was the definition of a cool guy to me, with so many others like Michael J. Fox, and I can't think of anybody else. Michael J. Fox was a definition of a cool guy to me too. I mean, who didn't want to grow up and be Marty McFly? He was the definitive cool guy. He was the hero you wanted to be, but yet he was not the popular guy. I don't think he was the popular guy. He was just a guy. There wasn't even a category for him. He was just Marty. He had talent, skill, bravery, charisma, and he was still a freaking teenager, a dork, a geek. He was the entire package, and that's something that I so freaking love to represent. Why classify ourselves? Everybody had a different experience in high school. My experience was a cool one. I mean, granted, I spent most of the time chasing after a girl who didn't feel the same way about me. Or I didn't work. That's good, because I'm kind of happy I didn't work throughout my high school years. But I met many people. I've made many friends, and I made friends out of enemies. It's just, I was that guy. And I always seem to find that inner geek till this very day. You meet me, you spend enough time with me, it'll come out. And if it doesn't, then it was never there to begin with. But we're in a different time. This is a time when comic book movies are ruling the big screens and TV shows. This is a time when it's cool to love Spider-Man, X-Men, the Avengers, and so forth, and anime. You know? Power Rangers is still relevant today, and as the majority of the audience care about Mighty Morphin, there's still a lot of those kids who grew up from that Saturday morning in February of 1993 till now, who are still hardcore fans, like myself, watching it from day one all the way to now. And if you haven't, it's all on Netflix, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and watch them now. Granted, there's some seasons that are really piece of shits. Well, not piece of shits. There's some seasons that are bad. They're not piece of shits. They're good, but they're just bad. Sorry for the Facebook sound effect. You probably hear that now and then. I got it open. I don't care right now. That's not the point. The point is, be yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And if you got the inner geek inside of you, bring it out. Bring out the inner geek. What the hell are you doing? Why are you wasting your damn time? Like what you want to like. Love what you want to love. Be who you want to be. There's no reason to make a facade. I'm going to tell you something right now, and I probably said this a lot of times. The person I am here now speaking is me. It is me. But we all have different faces in the world. There's a different face I have when I'm working. There's a different face I have when I'm talking to other people. This I consider me. Or maybe it's just an enhanced me. Every personality I played is a part of me. Even Bozak Jack is a part of me. That is me. Probably the deepest, darkest, whatever. Naztradamix, the douchebag, bitch Zario. This all me. But it doesn't all define me, I guess. I don't know. It's just all a part of me. I'm not a dick. I'm a real nice guy. But I'm also a dick. It's just who we are. You know? Nobody's perfect. But I'm a geek and proud of it. I still, yeah, I show my room with much pride. I still have my Transformers covers and comforters and shit. I don't care. You wish you had it. Let's face it. Anyways, I digress. I really truly digress. This was supposed to be just a test. And it probably is still a test. I'm hoping it comes out alright. If the audio is bad, then that sucks, because I kind of wish I kept this. Let's go back to pump up the volume and see what's going on with Christian Slater.
Who kills themselves and nobody has any idea why they did it, huh? That's why we need a note, pal. Oh, hey, look, maybe it's okay to be alone sometimes. I mean,
Everybody's alone.
you're not. I didn't talk to one person today, not counting teachers.
I sit alone every day, you know.
Just in a stairwell eating my lunch, reading a book.
What about you?
I hate that. Now I'm depressed. Now I feel like killing myself, but luckily I'm too depressed to bother.
Great. He's got the phone off the hook now. Rejected again. That's okay, I'm used to it. Terminal loneliness.
People always think they know who a person is, but they're always wrong.
Eats lunch on the stairs.
My parents have no idea. His mind had me tested because I...
Alright, well, he was talking to some kid who was about to kill himself, committing suicide. You know, I think I've had that moment before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked to someone who was all like, I gotta kill myself, and blah blah blah, and those are the worst. Those are the worst. And damn, not damn you people, but when you bring someone into that situation where you're the person they tell that to, it automatically puts you on the spot. Like, if you don't do something, you don't say the right things or do the right action, that person is going to take their life, and it's going to be on your conscience, and nobody wants that. If you're going to take your life, damn it, do it without telling anybody. And that was bad of me to say. Of course I joke, but seriously, don't put people in the situations. Definitely talk to someone about it. But don't go through with it, man. And most people just think about it or just say it, you know, but they don't actually go through with it. It takes really something serious to go through with something like that. But it's never the solution. Now, serial killers, murders, and stuff like that, you know, kill yourselves like crazy. I don't give a fuck. Please, rid yourself from this world. I'm a heartless son of a bitch. It is. But what can I do? What are you up to? As I text that and also ask you guys, what are you up to? I don't know why I'm asking you. You can't tell me at all. This is not live. There's no feed. There's no call-ins or anything like that. It's just me talking. And I never even announced what the show is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still listening here, 14 minutes that I've been talking, welcome to Overtime with Naz. This is something I used to do, remember? Overtime with Naz. Just talk the shit, usually with people. Play music. It's whatever. Instead, I'm here watching Pump Up the Volume, which is actually on YouTube. So you know what? I'll just link this up. I'll link it up on YouTube. I highly recommend people to watch this movie. It's good. I like it. Oh, wait.
I don't know, sir. I don't know, sir. I looked around and someone slipped that off.
Sorry. That was a moment. Apparently, not apparently, in the movie, he becomes so popular that his recordings and his tapes are heard by teachers and whatnot, and it's all, oh, we gotta stop this person, whoever it is, blah blah. They're making kids go crazy. What is with the 80s and 90s movies about rebellion? But it was like weird kind of rebellion. That one makes kind of sense, but Footloose, really, like the concept. I didn't even see the remake yet, and I would like to. I mean, I'm gonna see it eventually one day. I don't know when, but I like to see, because I don't know how relevant banning dancing is. Like the concept is being stupid. You know, let's ban dance because dancing makes people fucking go crazy and rebellious. Like, no, drinking will make people go crazy and rebellious. You know, I would say weed too, but I don't think that anymore. I changed my mindset on weed. Growing up, I was always like, oh, weed is bad, blah, blah. It's like, I have no problem with weed. You can do weed. My problem is if your life is solely dependent on weed. Like every solution is weed. It's like, oh, I gotta blaze. Oh, nigga, let's blaze. Oh, 420 all day. It's like, no, it's like, hey, once in a blue moon, you want to do something? Yeah, let's get high, man, and just watch this movie or play this game or just get high and have a good time. Once in a blue moon, not every day, every other Sunday. Once in a freaking blue moon. But then again, it's your life. Live it as you wish. Just don't hurt anybody in the process. Majorly. People get hurt. People hurt other people. I know. I've been there. It sucks. Both sides of the fence. And, you know, I apologize to many people. But I like to think that they know me well. And they know that I didn't mean anything. And shit happens. But we have to forgive and move on. We can't keep holding grudges, and I'm a prime example about that. You know, I've forgiven people countless times. Forgiven people who normally no one else will forgive. You know, I've been hurt beyond. I mean, the things that happened to me, I wouldn't wish upon anybody. But I don't know what it is about me. Forgive. And I wouldn't just do it for any reason. Like, there's people that done shit and I just don't care about you anymore and I won't forgive you. You just move on. But I still feel that I have a sense of knowing how someone truly is deep down inside. You know, I open myself a lot to people. I do. I try to shut some myself, but I still feel like a lot of myself is open. I kind of relate to Peter Petrelli in Heroes, which, by the way, I've been watching recently out of the blue. It just happened, and into it reminds me of how great that show was, or how great it was at that time. It was just an epic event. But I digress. It reminds me of Peter Petrelli, how he was super friendly to everybody. He opened up himself to everybody, thus, you know, representing his power, where he could be right by you, he'll open himself up to you, and he'll absorb your power, and he gained it. It's like he gained a piece of you. That's how I am. I'm Peter Petrelli. You fly, I fly. You cry, I cry. So I like to think. But I think I was done crying. One Piece makes me cry. But once again, I digress. It is 2:06 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. For once in a long time, I don't gotta do anything tomorrow. Or today, should I say, Saturday. I'm currently leaving one job, going to another. I fear what that might bring. For the others, full time could take up a lot of my time. I probably won't be able to do things anymore. I quite enjoy having a part-time job. It leaves me more flexible and open to do things. It's just sorry, everybody. Fuck you if I yawn, if my yawning bother you. It's just you grow and you gotta do things, you know. And it's just I gotta progress. I gotta evolve, guys. This it's not paying the bills. I've been doing the internet thing for what 8 years now, and I'm nowhere in a level as all these other YouTubers. For example, Ray William Johnson. You know, I'm not in that level. I'm nowhere near that level. I'm still underground. I'm still I don't want to say unknown, but I'm still I have my 15 minutes of fame. Let's face it. I had it, and it's the only thing I got is the Juggernaut bitch. That's it. There's more under my belt, and I'm proud of my library, my legacy, my years, but I haven't gone anywhere. I'm not giving up. Not yet. I'm not giving up. Oh shit, Christian Slater is going off on his parents. Because that's how it is. You go off on your parents when you're a teenager. But, anyways, so I gotta do something, you know. I gotta live, guys. I gotta maintain. I gotta survive. I plan on making some changes in 5 years. You know, personally, hopefully, financially. I don't know. Every day, I pray something happens with MWE, some big break, and we make it. And not even like crazy make it, but just make it. Just I want you guys to succeed. When I get close to you, the Cybergoons, you become friends, you become family. I want you to succeed, and it makes me happy to succeed. Big ups to like Rex McInnes doing his rap thing. He's making moves. I'm always happy to hear that he's doing a show. He's doing interviews. That's great. Also, Tony Centrino doing the same thing in Chicago scene, underground hip hop. Big ups to Gorilla Joe. Big supporter. Good friend. He's doing his podcast every Friday night on Spreaker, Gorilla Joe's podcast. Check him out. And, you know, big ups to D Black. He's a bitch, but he does a lot of videos, and he takes time to really help with the MWE community, library, you know, and thank you very much. Thanks, Narky, the mascot, D Realist. You know, thank you very much for over the years giving us so many bumpers, intros, outros, you name it. Man, I love you from the bottom of my heart. And everybody else who's out there succeeding, man. You know, for those, you know, a bunch of cybergoons that went off and did their own thing, the Villains Never Sleep and the League of Assholes and such. Big ups to you guys, man. You know, my love to you. I miss you guys like crazy. You guys were a cool bunch, but you're doing your own thing, and it's good, you know. Things are good for you, and I'm happy, you know. As long as you're still there and you're still supporting, I'm all for it. You know, big ups to the new family, the new goons. I love you guys. You're my online friends that I wish I could chill with, you know, weekly or whatever. I'm getting all emotional now. This is what happens when you watch Pump Up the Volume. I might as well just kick that movie off every time I'm about to do this show. I hope you can't hear so much of it in the background. I got it pretty low. But I don't know what else to talk about. Just went off on a tangent. I wasn't even thinking about doing this much. Thought about talking. The question is, when am I going to do this? I can do these recorded and just post them up, or I could do these live when I rather wish I do them live. But like I said, I'm transitioning. I'm going to get a new job, and I'll be coming out of that job late. So, I mean, well, considering I'm doing this right now at 1 a.m., I could do shows at night, 1 a.m. You know, most likely I'll be free at that time. On my off days, I'll be doing something else. I love to go out. I have someone to hang with. I love to spend my time with. So, you know, big ups to people who have someone to spend the time with. You know, that's what you gotta do. Just get you through your days, man. Because some days be a bitch. You need something to get through your day. And I hope my videos get you through your day. And I've heard it has. I just hope our podcast gets you through your day too. Shout out to LP for being a bitch and not freaking... Come on, man. Let's do another Positive Future. Let's get those going. Let's do some live. Get people excited. And big ups to my boys, the Cyber Goons, the Wrestling Goons, the One Tree Hill panel table, the Negroes of Destruction, Manny, D-Black, Travis, Vigor, Rex, Tony, big, fucking huge shout out to Jared Martinez, Macho Man Randy Savage himself, man. Thank you very much. I can't get tired of listening to it. I want to listen to it every day. It's freaking hilarious. And it blows my mind because for those 2 hours, I believed I was talking to Macho Man. And I loved it. It was amazing. So, I bow to you for doing a wicked macho. Alright, let's go back to the movie, see what's going on here. He's talking. He's been talking.
Just like my dad. Just like anybody. You see, the real me is just as worried as the rest of you.
They say I'm disturbed. Of course I'm disturbed. I mean, we're all disturbed, and if we're not, why not?
Doesn't this blend of blindness and blandness want to make you do something crazy? Then why not do something crazy? It makes a hell of a lot more sense than blowing your fucking brains out.
You know, go nuts, go crazy, get creative. You got problems? You just chuck them, nuke them.
They think you're moody, make them think you're crazy.
Make them think you might stop.
They think you got attitude, you show them some real attitude.
I mean, go nuts.
Get crazy! Hey! No more Mr. Nice Guy! Oh, God!
You know, Christian Slater has some good shows, man. One of them were funny. I forgot what it was called. Fuck. But he was hilarious in that show. Yeah. You guys ever watched Heathers with Christian Slater and Winona Ryder? That one's freaking great too. Love it. But anyways, I mean, I still probably got like 15 minutes on this thing. I do actually. There's a countdown on here, so I could take the time and just, I don't know what, use this time to, I guess, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, guys. Though, I'm just living every day, a day at a time, seeing what comes my way. Seeing what comes my way. Everybody check out my Instagram, Naztradamix. Put up great pics over there. Some funny stuff. I got a new one. While I was watching Hero, I saw them. It was the episode where Hero meets Charlie, and it's that beautiful chick that ends up on Glee eventually, right after that. And what was I say? Oh, I grabbed a picture from it and I put Hiro and Charlie. Still a better love story than Glenn and Maggie. Get it? Because it's an Asian guy and a white girl. But I kind of fall behind that. Glenn and Maggie and Walking Dead, that's a good little love thing going on. But the Hiro and Charlie one, come on. That was fucking touching. Oh, wait, Christian Slater talking to someone.
So we get up there, we take off our shirts, and we start fooling around, and then I sort of told him how much I liked him. He just smiled and said he knew it. Then he says, "Why don't we take our pants off and get a tan?" So I did it. But he stalled.
Go ahead.
And then two of his friends showed up, and they were drinking beer and laughing. And they took my clothes and threw them up in the trees. I didn't know what to do. I started to cry, but they just laughed at me, so I stopped. And they started calling me things. I don't even care about that. I mean, I know I'm into guys, but this was different.
What did you do?
Everything. Everything they told me.
I'm calling the police. Fraud, pornography. He is just using those poor kids.
That's the 13th call tonight.
Sounds like kids bullshitting to me.
I don't know. Things like that happen.
Alrighty. You see what's going on there? That's how I like my show to be. But no one calls in for real shit to talk to me. It's all jokes. And that's okay, because I'm all about jokes. Who likes to be serious all the time? I'm being serious now. So maybe next time I'll joke. Or maybe next time I'll be serious. I have no idea. I'm spontaneous like that. Oh, let's go back to the movie.
I'm pretty confused.
Confused? You're not the one who's confused. You sound like you know exactly what's going on. If anyone's confused, it's those guys out there.
I know, but I think about them a lot. Sometimes I wonder why one person is born one way and another person is born another way. Are you there?
Yeah, yes.
So I guess you think I'm a faggot wimp, right?
No. I'm just thinking how strong people can be. And how
Everyone is alike in some way.
and how everyone needs the same things.
So what are we gonna do about all this?
I don't know. That's the big question, isn't it, huh?
I guess nobody knows, huh? Well, that's tough. I gotta go. See ya.
I guess we all gotta go now. Good night, pal. Good night, friends.
Some deep stuff. Some deep stuff, huh? Well, it's like Christian just said. The Slatester. Guess we all gotta go. And unfortunately, I gotta go. So this is Naztradamix, also known as Naz Stampede. I have 2 names. I don't care. I could use either one. If P. Diddy can have so many other rappers can have so many names, I can have fucking thousands of names. It's me. I can do what I want. So this is Naztradamix. Telling you guys you can finally clock out. And I'll catch you next time on Overtime with Naz. Peace.